Hello, Renee.
Hi.
Joining me today on the couch is Renee Farmer and a dear friend and a florist extraordinaire. You know what? We're just going to get into it. And
Okay.
everyone's going to be sick of hearing me say this, but I ask every single person this question to start. What does authenticity mean to you?
Being real. I work with a lot of people through my florist. Well, I've been florist for 39 years. So you see people that it's a show. So I tell it the way it is. And I'm pretty real. So I think it's just being yourself, being honest, but being honest to the point that you're not hurting anybody's feelings
I guess it's all in the delivery, right?
in the delivery. Yeah,
I'm not so good
exactly.
at that.
No?
It's well, I am, but I just kind of say it as it is, and I think it's all the intention, right? That you say it with, and if someone knows you well enough, then they know that your intention is never to hurt them, right?
Right.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So you have, I'm going to let you kind of tell your story in terms of where you've come from and where you are now, but sort of that everything in between. But before we go there,
Wow. How many hours do we have?
I know, right? There's a lot. You got to like compress it down to
Yeah.
like, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Um, what would be one word to describe you?
To describe me?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. I hate describing myself. One word. True.
Love
Hmm.
it.
I was going to say honest. Hmm. True.
True. That's the first one that came.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Okay. So, you know what? I'm not going to make you tell your story because it's going to come out as it asks
Oh, okay.
questions.
Okay.
Um, what would you say has been the most raw moment in your life?
Hmm.
And you're already welling up.
I know. You're not supposed to do this.
Well, I've cried all day, so it's
Have
about
you?
time. So, yes, every interview I've cried.
Oh, okay.
So,
Um, hmm. You know what? I was diagnosed at 26 with rheumatoid arthritis. I wasn't able to walk, but when I was diagnosed, that wasn't my moment. It was it was the time I had my daughter. I was free and clear of meds and trying to figure out new meds. So I was at the rheumatologist and she was 5 days old up there with me because I couldn't walk. I had a cane, I had a wheelchair to help me, and that was my moment. That the times that you're at home and you're the only one there and she's crying and you've got to put her on your lap and then you've got to push yourself up the stairs, you've got to crawl all around the floor to get things. That was my time. I got through all the rest. That was where it was like, oh, this is real.
so how did you get through it?
My personality, you just suck it up and keep on going. And that's what I did. Yeah.
And how long were you in a wheelchair for?
Off and on. So, oh boy. Well, I was 26 and I started going through all the meds. So you keep on going through med after med after med. If they don't hit you and start working within 4 months, then you start going on to the next med. Um, so there was no more meds. Sierra was 1 year old. I was working in the flower shop. I would hook up my cane, design what I need to, walk out to the front. I got really, really bad. It was a Valentine's, and I was in a wheelchair for that time until I was able to get to the hospital and start another med. And actually, that I'm on lots of meds, but that one is an infusion. And I have been on that. Sierra was 1 year old, and now she is 20.
Wow.
So that's my longest medication that I've been on.
And now you're You're doing great. I mean, you have your ups
I,
and downs, but
like
you're not in a
anybody.
wheelchair. You're not walking with a cane. You
Nope.
dance, you drink, you party. Like
I do.
you're a
I wear
go-getter.
heels.
You wear
I could never
heels,
wear heels before.
which is just a testament to a real fighter,
Yes,
right? And that's how
definitely.
I would describe you, is that you don't, no matter what life throws your way, you're getting right back up,
Hmm.
right? You'll stay down for a little bit, as we all
Yeah,
do.
as we all do.
Right.
Yes, yes. And it helps with praying lots.
Yeah, today's been a really interesting dynamic of different people. I think God has been woven through every single interview today.
Really?
Yeah, which is not was not expected. And maybe that's starting with a pastor. It's ending with. So I don't know if he,
That
you
could
know.
be.
So
Yeah,
no, it's been great. And so is that where you would say you draw a lot of your strength from?
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. If I am stuck on something or something's bothering me, I need the knowledge. I need the right words to say for him to help me with anything. Even coming and sitting down here, it's very hard for me to talk about myself. Um, as you can tell, I've done it many times at different meetings,
Hmm.
and usually I get all teared up, even though I've been living with this since I was 26 and I'm 50. How old am I? 51. So it's been a while since but it's new things that come up.
So, what are some of the challenges like you face? Obviously, I know that you've been in a wheelchair. You've had to walk with the cane. You've got the pain, but what are some of the things that no one sees, right? What are some of your silent sufferings that you have?
All night long. So thank God I was able to get a hot tub. Definitely helps. So I'm on 3 different meds plus inject myself with the med that I've been on since Sierra was little. Um, and it still doesn't take away the pain of working all day. I'm sure that doesn't help, but I'm a very active person because nobody's going to keep me down.
Right.
So I'll work out, I'll work all day. By the time I'll come home, cook dinner, and then relax. I'll be okay until you're trying to sleep. So it helps that I have a hot tub so I can go in the hot tub and then go to bed. But I still toss and turn all night long because my knees, um, my toes, my shoulders, just all of your body, all of your joints. I'm having issues with my hands. Um, they just all, and it's like this irritating, like somebody is not only taking a knife to you, but taking a hammer at times to you. So that's what you feel all the time.
Wow.
Not that I've taken a knife or taken a hammer to myself, but to me, my husband says, really? You know what that feels like? No, but I'm imagining
You're
what it is.
imagining it.
Yeah.
How has that impacted relationships in your life, like your marriage, your being a mom? Like, do you find that?
It was hard.
Yeah.
My husband was very, very happy. Well, they believe I had this for a very long time, but I also had a doctor that said, you're a woman, you'll get over it. Um, it's all in your head. You're going to be in a lot of pain as a woman. So you need to be tough now.
Wow.
So when I then got really, really bad, I didn't want to go to the doctor. I hardly saw the doctor. So there was a new doctor that actually my aunt got me into. And she says, you've got to go. Because literally, what I would do is I would go to work and I work from 8 until 6. I'd come home, I'd make dinner. Adam, I would wake him up because he was on nights. He'd come eat dinner. He'd go to bed. I'd clean up. I'd sit down. Once I sat down for like half an hour, 40 minutes, I'd go to do something. I couldn't get off the couch. So then I'd crawl from the couch down the hall to go to the bathroom and lift myself up on the toilet. And I took that for a year. And then Adam and I were getting married. I was 27 when we got married. And so this was 26. And I went, am I going to be able to walk down the aisle? Like, I think something's wrong. My aunt goes, I found you a doctor. You're going in to see her. So I did. And within 3 days, I had a rheumatologist.
Wow.
That's how bad it was.
And how long after that did it take before, like, did you walk down the aisle?
I did.
You did?
Yes, I
Amazing.
did. And I was able to wear a little bit of heel.
Beautiful.
And yes, but yeah, it was, I think of the times that I'd go out to the bars
Right.
and I'd come home and I would sit in the car because I couldn't get out of the car. I'm like, how am I going to get up to that apartment?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because then once you sit, see, that's probably why I'm
Why
going
you
go.
go,
Yeah.
right?
I'll get off this couch and it will take me a while because I'll be sitting here too long.
So hopefully you'll have lots of wine. In
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Drink that
How
wine.
did I forget?
So it has worn on your relationships. Like, how did you deal with that?
I was grumpy with him. I lose my, when you're in pain 24/7, you're not the happiest person.
Right.
Like, my personality is always like this, but then at home, it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And, and you get all grumpy. But you know what? He's amazing. He took it. He also talked me through a lot of things. So that really, really helped. So it's one of those things now that I'm older,
Right.
older and wiser.
Wiser. Yeah.
Yes. That you can, when something starts coming out of me, like say Sierra, or I'm in pain or something's going on, I'll start to see something and I'm like, no, take it back. And now I can hear myself now.
Right.
And plus I'm not in the pain that I was. Like it
Back
was
then.
back then. Yeah.
What are you most proud of?
Most proud of?
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've accomplished between my daughter, my husband. This year's 24 years we've been married.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
And
the
he wasn't
secret?
my first engagement.
He wasn't.
No.
Do tell. I don't think I know this story.
No?
No.
No, he's my third. I had two other wedding dresses.
Did?
Mm.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
No, that okay.
He was kind of like, they were rough relationships, rough
Right.
engagements. And I kind of consider him my prince in shining armor that came along. And
Wow.
yeah, I mean, there's always ups and downs, and now that we're empty nesters, it's like the more love is there than ever.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
Did you say he's your best friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're like a runaway bride twice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny because I was with them both for 2 years, and exactly 2 years it was done.
Oh.
And so Adam felt a lot better once he got past the 2
But
years.
2 years? It's like, yes, I've made it.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about now.
Exactly.
How did you guys meet?
Actually, we met when I was 13. I babysat. It's a strange story because I babysat for his sister, and his sister had 3 little ones. So just born, 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I babysat, and he always came from Toronto and visit, and he had lots of friends. So I really liked him, but he liked blondes. So then he moved in of the downstairs with his sister.
Okay.
And I still liked him, but there was me, and then there was another babysitter, and she was a blonde.
Wow.
So he was dating her.
At 13?
He was 14.
He was 14.
Older.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it was off and on. And then 16, he was with her. And then they moved away. They moved away to Calgary and Mississauga. And so I didn't hear from them. And I was back then, so I was working out 7 days a week. I was working at another flower shop 7 days a week. I had a Camaro, a 77 Camaro.
Wow.
With the, when they had stickers. I had the nasty girls. It was a girl with long blonde hair or long hair. And then it said nasty girl in the back window. And I saw his best friend. And his best friend said, Tracy's back in town and that kind of stuff. And with the kids. So I called her up. And when I drove up, Adam was sitting on the porch.
And it was
I
just
couldn't get out of the car. My
really.
palms got all sweaty. It was like my legs were so heavy. I couldn't move. I
Aw.
know. And so I got out of the car and of course, where does he look? My chest down, back up my chest, and then looked at my face. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Did you
So
just know?
I I kind of knew when we were talking, so we talked all night. So I went in and saw the kids. I said hi and then walked by him and
Right.
went and saw the kids and his sister and then I came back out and him and I talked all night. And the next night he asked me on a date to go play pool. And so we went and played pool and then within a week we were living together. Yep. And then 5 years to living with each other. We got married.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
In 20 years now, you said?
24, 29 to living together. So next year is our 25th.
Wow.
I know.
What do you have planned?
Well, January, I think we're going to Jamaica. So I'm
Nice.
gonna kind of like put that all in.
Yeah.
It's not like we're gonna go away again. So that's gonna be our anniversary gift. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's amazing. Your relationship, your health issues, your career has been amazing. Your daughter is beautiful and you've done such a great job with her. Um, is there anything in your life that you feel you wanted to really do but you haven't been able to do?
I don't know. It's funny. Certain things come to me. I've been working for someone for so long, and you think, oh, do you want to keep on doing that, or do you want? So it's career things, who knows? Um, what else do I want to do? It's funny because I actually have a rule and I want to get a tattoo of it, but it's live every single day like it's your last. And I've lived that right from the time I was diagnosed because you don't know. You don't know. Like tomorrow, I could be gone. Have I lived and been true to everybody so that it's okay to go?
Are you afraid of death?
No, no.
And if you had a dying wish, like one last thing that you want or do you have a dying wish or
To make sure that my daughter's okay. To find a man like her father. Mhm.
is she dating anyone? I know. You're gonna make me cry. This is gonna be like the
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Is she dating anyone right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you like him?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be watching?
Everybody's hard. Like when it's one of those things, it's your daughter. You want the best for your daughter.
If you could go back and talk to your 5-year-old self,
Hmm.
what would you tell her?
My 5-year-old self. I can't remember myself in 5. Can you?
Yeah, mine wasn't.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, yours
so
wasn't good.
yeah, so yeah, I do remember, but to whatever age you can go back, what would you tell your younger self then?
I guess to be strong because I wasn't for a long time
Mm-hmm.
because I was in pain for a lot of my 11-year-old, 12-year-old, all the way up. I couldn't do sports. So to be strong and maybe push more.
Push more than you already have. Wow, girl. Okay.
Well, I guess to get help for like I'm sure I had arthritis at a very young age. So maybe more to push so that I could have caught it alert earlier. Mhm.
If you could put every single person that you have ever met in one room, dead or alive, and you could only look for one person, who would you look for?
Wow, that's really hard.
I know.
I have a lot of people that have been with me. And of course, when you have a husband, you have a child, it's kind of as one. But um, it'd be Adam. I can't have Sierra listen to this.
She's listening. And what would you want to say to him?
What would I want to say to him? Thank you for sticking with me.
Because you haven't been the easiest day. Just being your friend. No, I'm just kidding.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So, but yes. Yeah, I can't say that I'm, yes, I am always very honest, but I'm sure yes, I definitely can be a bitch sometimes.
I think we all can
I'm
be,
sure.
right?
Yes.
So, wow. Favorite quote?
Live every single day like it's your last.
Just like that.
Do not regret. Don't go to bed angry. Don't leave somebody unattended. Make sure that you are happy with everything, every single moment, and even true to yourself.
100%, right? Okay, for fun, what are some fun things that you like to do?
Fun things that I like to do?
Yeah.
Drink wine.
Yeah.
I like to party. I like to dance.
Yes, you do.
Yes. I like to garden, but sometimes I can overdo it, just like I did Saturday.
Right.
And then Sunday, I didn't want to move.
Yeah, that's tough for you to know when to
stop. Well, I don't know when to stop because literally I'll start with the garden. Well, I mowed the lawn and I gardened all my front, weeded it all, did all the edging. Then I went to watered a little bit. And then I went to the back and cleaned off the solar blanket, folded it up. I cleaned the pool. I then did the back garden. Yeah, I don't know when to stop.
So, do you have any regrets in your life?
Maybe not having a relationship with my brother. We don't get along.
No.
Actually, we don't talk. It's not like you have to actually talk to not get along.
Right.
So maybe to have that relationship with my brother.
And do you mind me asking, like, why don't you guys talk? Has it always been not good, or?
Yeah. He always tried to get me in trouble. I've had the bar of soap in my mouth. That's horrible.
I know.
Yep.
So is he older than you or younger?
2 years younger.
And does he live in town or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, he does.
And family or? Does he have a family?
He has a wife.
Okay.
That actually got married. They got married just before me. And then they had their son 9 months up. Actually, it's 9 months before I got married. They got married. And then 9 months after I had Sierra, they had their son. So,
wow.
Yeah. We're a very close family. There's not a lot of us. Like, there's literally just my mom and dad, my brother, his wife, and son. And then the 3 of us. And then I've got aunts and uncles and that kind of stuff. But I just have a brother. Would you ever reach out to him? Well, that's the strange thing. He's not an over talkative person. So, no, not necessarily. No.
Okay, that's fair.
I know. Fair. I reach out to my sister-in-law.
Do you?
Yeah, and she comes to church with me. Okay. So, yeah.
Well, that's good.
I think that's kind of I don't think I have other regrets. I mean, you know me. If I want to do it, I'll do it. Like, literally, I go to Florida and I just, like, Adam doesn't come with me. I just hop on a plane and go and enjoy the sun.
You just do your own thing, don't you?
Yes, I do. I'm very independent.
You are. You are, for sure. Guilty pleasure?
Well, again, wine. chocolate.
Oh my God. You need to tell your chocolate story. Like,
I'm trying to think what chocolate story. Chocolate story.
chocolates down your top.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
Cadbury eggs. I'm very upset because I haven't been able to find any, and I forgot to. Well, actually, I did get. Always on my birthday, friends get me exactly my age of Cadbury eggs,
Goodness.
but I ate them all already. So, well, I like warm chocolate. And in order for the chocolate to be warm, then I have to put the egg in my bra so that it warms up by my skin. And then it gets to that really nice gushy that you can eat it. It's wonderful. It's got a package.
I know it does in your package. When I first met you, I remember coming to your house and you had this pantry and it was just from the top to the bottom full of chocolate. Like I've never seen a woman have so much chocolate. And I'm like, good for you. And then she would, for the listeners at home, she would have it stuffed in her bra. And if you ever needed something sweet, you just had to look at Renee and she had chocolate in her purse. Like we'd have these wonderful meals together and you would always take out a piece of chocolate.
Yep.
And
I needed that sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I loved about you.
I still do.
Yeah.
But I just don't do it. Like, it's funny because I said at 40, why is my body going the way it is? Because I can't do my 4 chocolate bars a day. Like literally it would be breakfast, then at 11, that's your boost of a chocolate. Then you have lunch, then you have another chocolate. And then my 2, 3 o'clock, chocolate. And then it would be at, dessert. And, somebody actually, it's funny because other designers would say to me, that's going to catch up on you. You just wait till you're over 40. It was sort of at 40, but really this 50. Well, we're the same age. So, well, I guess I'm older.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I know.
But yeah,
changes.
So instead of, actually today I haven't had my chocolate yet. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
I've been running around like crazy. It's prom time.
Yeah.
And weddings.
So things are crazy. Is there anything that nobody knows about you that you're willing to share?
I'm really an open book.
I know.
No one knows about me. Wow, that's a really hard one.
I know.
Because literally when something happens, I put it all on Facebook and Instagram. So everybody knows. I mean, it's funny that you didn't know about Adam being my 3rd engagement, but I think everybody knew that.
Nothing?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, that's fair.
I do get hard on myself. I don't think people know that I do get really mad at myself because like Sunday, I had so much that I needed to do and I couldn't get off the couch and couldn't have the energy. I was in pain. And so I get mad at myself and I get really mad at myself. Like I get bitter, like Adam doesn't even, he watches TV downstairs.
Really?
So maybe that's one thing nobody knows because I don't like negative to come for anybody to know. But yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Interesting.
Because I'm an open
you're
book.
pretty happy-go-lucky. Eh?
I know.
Yeah, you really are. You have a positive outlook on life, in my opinion. And I definitely, if someone is watching right now or listening to this podcast and they are struggling with pain like you have, what's some advice you could give them?
Don't give up and don't stop. Don't do it as hard as I do in the Saturday and then I'm suffering on the Sunday, but never give up. Don't stop doing. Right now I'm going through that with my mom. She's stopping. She's in lots of pain. She doesn't, because she's in so much pain, then she doesn't do anything. And talk to someone. I have a best friend, Lucy. that even she's in Italy right now, and thank goodness for what's
What's
up?
up?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that, because her and I have been talking now, not in deep depth of things that are going on, but
Right.
at least I have somebody that I can talk to. I've got Mari. She's another one of my best friends. Like, I've got people that I can talk to that things are bothering me, and they pray for me. And so make sure that you're talking to people, because it's okay. You know what? I'm okay when I do something wrong, or I'm not doing the right thing, or I need help on something. I'm the first person to ask. Now, was I always like that? No.
Yeah. And do you feel that you've ever been judged when you?
Always.
So how do you?
I'm sure every single time that I put things on Facebook, people are judging.
But you just learned not
It's
to.
okay. It used to bother me so much that it used to, then it changes you. It's not worth it.
Because you know who you are, and
that's who I am. Yeah. If they don't like it, they don't need to look at it or read it or anything. And if people don't like me, then they don't have to hang around me. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes my loudness. Not everybody likes my attitude. Sometimes I even have customers.
Really?
I used to have a customer that came in and they go, yes, can somebody else help me, not you? And I'm like, no problem. Let me get my other staff member. And I'd go and get my other staff member, and they'd go help her.
Oh.
So not a lot of people can take, I am a lot. But it's okay. But it was hard for me. It's taken me a lot of wisdom and a lot of to say, it is okay. I am who I am. I can live with myself because I am very true. But not everybody's gonna like it. It's okay.
That's good. I would say that's good advice to someone younger, because I think, especially as women, I can't speak for men, but we do tend to sometimes change ourselves to fit into that box, that societal box that everyone wants us to be in. Especially as women, when we come across as strong and powerful, it's like a lot of people don't know what to do with us. Who does she think she is? And she's full of herself and all that. And it's like, no, just be, if it feels good in here and your intention is never to hurt anyone, then just continue being you, which is true. So hard. I can say it and I could give that advice to everyone, but sometimes it's hard to take, right?
But that's why you call on me, you call on other people just to remind you. Yeah. Because that's what you need. It is hard to take. It's hard to take you and myself. Right. But that's why you have the friends, you have the true people that are there for you to encourage you. Right.
That are going to lift you up and want to see you.
Lift you up and want to see you. Yeah. Nobody wants to see, like, the people that want to see things not happen. They're not the ones, they're not true.
No, they're not. They're not. So, I have one last thing in closing, but I need you to close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. And just wait till I ask you to open them.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Okay. Open.
Okay.
What's the first thing?
First thing? It's me. I looked at it. Oh, it's me. I am who I am. Yeah. The first thing came to my mind. Oh, it's me.
I love it. I love it. Renee, thank you for being here today.
You're
thank
welcome.
you for sharing your story. And
you're welcome.
Thank you for being a dear friend.
Anytime. Always. I am always here for you.
Vice versa.
Let's get real.